ask, like, how did you get the name Rainbow Dragon?
On this episode of The Best Hawaii, we meet a Waianae native who spends his time giving away free stand-up paddle lessons, all because of a health scare and motivation to bring people to Hawaii's West Shore. So we're here at Pokai Bay, and you do what's called Bay of Dreams. Tell me about the beginning of Bay of Dreams. What is that?
Well, what happened is years ago, my family kind of dispersed. My kids got old enough, they went off and did their lives. Our house became empty, and I decided to get back to my old life, which was spending time in the water. But the challenge was, at that time, I was overweight. I was obese, actually. I had some issues with diabetes. And but through paddleboarding and the sport of paddleboarding, of surfing and catching waves, I was able to reduce my weight and actually eliminate diabetes. Surfing, the time in between the waves, that quiet time, allowed me to get a handle on my life. I think so often we're going 100 miles an hour and we don't sit still long enough to see what's happening around us. And I realized that my lifestyle was messed up. There's challenges in the way I ate, and that allowed me to refocus my life and work on my health.
Amazing. So you're the expert, you're out here, you've got dozens of people every week. How did you learn about stand-up paddling, and is it just something that you always did and surfing your whole life?
I surfed all my whole life, so the surfing part was easy. The stand-up paddling was a challenge because it was new to me and new to everybody else pretty much. So once I decided I was going to go give these lessons, I went down a good friend of mine, Sam Pai's house, knocked on the door, said, "Hey dude, I need some lessons because I intend on teaching other people." And so he came with me down here, kind of gave me a one through a couple times, and then I started building on that. I've been doing this for 8.5 years now, and through that process I have given away over 13,000 free lessons.
Amazing. Do you have any stories that really impacted your life and that you remember?
Yeah, a couple years ago, a lady had traveled. She came from London, and she decided instead of going to see the Arizona Memorial, that she wanted to try paddleboarding. She came out, we talked her through it, we had some hands-on experience, and then we got her on water. What was really interesting, she was actually blind. So she couldn't see where she was going, but she could feel the motion of the water, of moving the board. She could hear us telling, okay, paddle on your left, paddle on your right, and we were walking along her, and she got to feel what it was like to stand in the water. And that was pretty special, to see somebody overcome their challenge and then end up on my beach with me, and I get to hold her hand and put it, okay, this is where you stand in the middle of the board, okay, this is how you hold the paddle, and you have to put the paddle in your hand a certain way. That was really special.
Wow, that's a really great story. Okay, so I'm actually going to participate in the lesson today, and so I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to try this with you. How many people are you expecting, and how long is it going to take?
We're expecting about 30 people today.
Whoa, is that normal?
That's kind of normal.
Okay.
For a weekday.
Because you provide the boards, the instruction,
and everything. You just show up.
Wow.
And for a weekday, that's maybe 20, 30 people. On a weekend, I'll do a couple more lessons, and I end up doing anywhere from 60 to 100 people. I send people to my Facebook page, which is called Bay of Dreams. And so if you go to that page and you check the profile pic, I update it every Sunday with my weekly schedule.
Oh.
And they go down and say, okay, George, I see that you're here on Thursday. We're coming over. Like today, we're bringing a bunch of people from California.
The West Side is the best side.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's do this.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.